Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Meach's Musings. It is Monday, November... What the hell's today's date today? I don't even know. Oh, I want to say it's the 20th. That sounds right. November 20th, 2023. We are just a few days away from Thanksgiving. A day after that is Black Friday. God help us. Day after that, though, Survivor Series. The day before Thanksgiving, of course, we have AEW Dynamite Thanksgiving Eve. Watch along right here, Billy the Shrew on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, as we do. Getting good to see everybody in the chat room so far. It's Matthew says, still catch up on the video from Karaoke Insanity. Yeah, you and everybody else, brother. It was bananas. That Mark Josh had it coming. Yes, he did. And he is the man, but he still had it coming. JJ's here. Oh, JJ's early. JJ's on time. You love to see that on a school. Oh, wait, there's no school. I forgot there's no school today. So no school pickup. Silly me. Thanksgiving break. Still can't get over both Jeff and Noah's face at the $100. Yeah. By the way, we'll get to that momentarily. Daniel says, watching this at my aunt's house on my birthday of Iowa. Well, hello, Iowa. My maternal side, my mother's family is from Iowa. So I forget what town. Oh, it'll come to me, I'm sure, later, or I'll find out when they all arrive home. But tomorrow on Southwest Sports Brawl, I'll try to relay the location information, Daniel. Maybe you can go say hello to our former, the farm we owned many moons ago. Anyway, yes, it was a crazy week, to say the very least. An even crazier weekend, if we're being honest, between Friday night and the watch-along of the AEW shows and of SmackDown. I'm not going to call it the Friday Night War because it wasn't a war. They got thumped. And as Matthew points out very well. Agreed. It's nice to not be able to have to talk about the guy who resides in the city that both companies are going to this week. Figure on that. Hey, Marshall, good to see you, sir. Always good to see you, sir. And then, of course, we had Full Gear, which so many people I know are at Full Gear. I thought that was really cool that a lot of my friends and family, I guess, got to go. MJF is still your world champion. The longest reigning AEW World Champion, and he's now reached a year, so congrats to Max. Again, I thank Max for last week. My goodness. And then Disney Karaoke, my God, we raised just the unbelievable amount of money that was raised, or donated, I should say, because we didn't work. It's not we're a charity. I feel like a charity case at the time, if I'm being real. Anyway. To everybody that watched, everybody that contributed, everybody that participated, thank you. Can't say that near enough or strong enough or often enough. So thank you. I meant to have that banner up when I started and I forgot. That's my bad. So I will point out that the next time we're doing a open mic night watch along special will be, of course, the eve of Christmas Eve, coming up on December 23rd at 8 p.m. Pacific. 11 o'clock Eastern, as we do on a Saturday. There is no premium live event, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, scheduled yet for that day. That's the only weekend actually that I know for sure there's no event. I don't think there's one December 2nd either, which is why we've had what do you call it? God help me. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But we've got something coming up. The second week in November, we got 3 shows actually. Right? Yeah, you're no kidding, Matt. That's bananas. We got 3 technically, the 8th and the 9th, because Tribute to the Troops, and then the double feature of NXT Deadline and Final Resolution from Impact Wrestling. As far as I know, the final show under the Impact Wrestling banner, as far as premium or pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, before we transition to TNA at Hard to Kill. Marshall, I'll get to your question in just a second. We've got Final Battle, of course, from Ring of Honor on the 15th, and then World's End from AEW on the 30th. Right. Again, but I was talking about that weekend in general. There's the 8th and the 9th with nothing on the 2nd yet. The 15th is Final Battle. The 16th we don't have it. We do an open mic night, just not a open mic night special. But the 23rd, December, the eve of Christmas Eve, it's become a tradition here on the Multiverse of Media where we have our eve of Christmas Eve karaoke. So the question came in, when did I start Meach's Musings? That's a very good question. That would be an answer that would have to be looked up. I don't know when the first episode was. I know it was during the early stages of the channel, my comeback, I guess, to YouTube, if you will, because it was during pandemic, because I remember the original t-shirt that my buddy Greg Clifton designed had me with like a microphone in my hand and a different style of logo than the one we use now. The one we use now is by Greg Cherry, so thank you very much, Greg Cherry, for that, of course, as always, in the classic Kings colors. You love to see that. Much like our network, one of our network logos. Actually, this one right, see if I can, right there. He also did this one, by the way, which is Royal Rumble style stuff. Greg Cherry's the man. We love Greg Cherry. So it was at least 2020, maybe 2021, but definitely during the early the pandemic era, if you will, kind of like the Thunderdome era. I started Meach Musings during that period of time. We'll put it that way, because I don't know the exact date or the exact week or whatever. So, pardon if you hear the clicky clackety. I actually have a throat lozenge. My throat is still hurting like a bitch, not just from karaoke, but from being sick all last week. So anybody in AEW, if you wake up, if you're feeling phlegmy this week, I apologize in advance. It's all my fault. I got the world champion sick. But the fact that he was injured or anything, it was me, being Jeremy. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so usually this show's pretty much become the chill show of the week for me. You talk about what's coming up this week and what we're doing and that, but I do want to muse about something very, very briefly here. Well, I'll try to keep it brief. I know. I tend to go a half hour to 45, depending on topic heavy or not on Talk Wrestling or this show. But this is something that really hit yesterday, and I mean hit like a truck. I've heard it often said that the people that display the bravest or the most comedic front on the outside will definitely be hiding the darkest of thoughts on the inside. And apparently, you know what? That's a good point. I forgot about that, JJ. I didn't start Musings during the pandemic. I just got the logo. I did do quite a few. I did a few at Canyon High School. I kind of made that my own post XMV, or I think I would take it on location. We'll try to just do it from wherever. So thank you for the update, Jay. So there you go, Marshall. May 15th, 2018. So 5.5 years we've been doing Meach's Musings. Thank you, JJ. Very sporadic until the advent of the channel officially. So there you go. It says our scumbag with Tony's face at the scrum become meme worthy. Agreed. Tony's faces are. By the way, I love how AEW did so well this weekend that there were people online ragging on the fact that the journalists at the media scrum were lunging at the free pickles. Look, man, Tony's scrums are low as hell. I've had friends that have been to them. Poor Denise Salcedo and her crew got their car battery died Saturday night trying to leave. So after the show, after the scrum, they get out to a car with a dead battery, have to get jumped by another, get the jump cables out. Thank God there was some pickles at that scrum. They could, hold themselves over till they got up the street to wherever they ate in Inglewood. God bless them, man. So good on Max, good on Tony for providing a semi-healthy snack. And you actually get those pickles at the farmer's market here in LA for what it's worth. So I found that out because JJ, you'll appreciate this. Amber and Gino went to the farmer's market the next day and got a jar of Max's the pickles with Max's face on it. So we gotta get to farmer's market and get some of those. I am not a pickle guy. Don't like pickles. Never have. Bob's Big Boy out here, the red relish, I can mess with that, but regular relish, no, not so much. And pickles especially. The one pickle I've ever enjoyed in my entire life is the one they used to sell. I don't know if it's the same brand or the same make or whatever, but the pickle, the fruit and vegetable cart as you were walking in Critter Country at Disneyland Resort, Disneyland Park, rounding the corner around by going down the hill to Hungry Bear Restaurant and the Country Bear Jamboree, which is now Winnie the Pooh ride, of course, and Splash Mountain, which is going to be Tiana's Bayou Adventure next year. That there's a little cart there. Best pickle, the only pickle I've ever had that I actually enjoyed. There you go. Not necessarily don't need to do a 2-hour media scrum, but you want to make sure you get everybody that wants to be heard. You want to showcase. You want to have Will Ospreay at that table. You want to have Max and Adam Cole make an appearance. You want to have the key people that are able to appear when they're not all bludgeoned up from a death match. You want to have those guys at that scrum. I don't fault Tony for a 2-hour scrum if it doesn't get out of control like Raw out, right? So Daniel says, I also maybe join on Saturday. Dude, do not worry about making up for it, okay? We did very well. We appreciate the fact that you care enough to even leave a comment like this. Do not worry about it, Daniel. You are good, man. But we appreciate it, and definitely pop in for Christmas karaoke, either Christmas Eve or karaoke. Hell, we're doing wrestling karaoke in March. We're doing Beach Party in June, I think. 80s nights in June. Beach Party in July or August. I'll have to check the calendar again. JJ, you're the calendar man. Give me 1 second. Cough a second. That's going to linger for a few more days. That's going to suck. Anyway, heard it often said that people that are the most funny or laughing on the outside or feeling kind of on the inside. That was very much my Saturday, or should I say Sunday morning, and pretty much all day Sunday. Not going to get into a whole lot of the details or whatever, but it was a complete 180 from the high that was the week with meeting MJF and the watch-alongs and the karaoke. Sunday was just a big deflate day, and I own every bit of it. It's not anybody's fault but me. How I ended up feeling, I placed blame on quite a few people, not just here, but here. And we had a good, long, familial conversation, and it's one of those. Everybody, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to hit reset. It's okay, and it's very difficult for me to admit that it's okay to not be okay. But I am telling you right now, as of 4:14 p.m. on Monday, November 20th, I'm okay for today. I know I put this on Twitter. I put this on Twitter in written form, or I guess written form. That's how we call writing now. But I want to publicly apologize to Mark Bagwell. I brought up his DUI arrest it was during the watch along. It may have been during open mic night. Either way, I don't remember which one it was, but that was a misleading misleading headline that was posted by whatever source started it and carried through the internet wrestling community. He was not rearrested on DUI charges because he's in the DUI program and had a bit of a temper setback. He was jailed for whatever it was, 24 hours or whatever the case may have been. So that is my bad that I allowed myself to be clickbaited and jumped to conclusions. 100% my bad, Mark. If anybody is watching, Mark, if you're watching, I sincerely apologize for throwing my friend Mark Bagwell under the bus. That was completely inappropriate. I do apologize. All right, let's see what we got here in the chat. December 2nd, I'm going to make my own mic debut. What you will agree on? Yes, sir. When we get closer to that date, we can discuss how long before you guys go live. You'll send me the link. We always give the links to everybody that's going to be on the show that night, like right, probably about 30 minutes before. JJ is one of the mic nights, so that'll be a conversation that we have with JJ, and then we'll have it sent out. All right, so boom. Here's the schedule as far as karaoke goes. Wrestling karaoke is always going to be the Saturday before WrestleMania going forward. Not Saturday, Sunday of Mania, but the Saturday, the weekend before the 2-day WrestleMania. 80s karaoke will be in June, beach party in August. Oh, for your birthday, of course, Jay, my bad. Karaoke for Halloween in October. Christmas karaoke, of course, this year and next December. I don't know. I don't think I saved it, Jay, because we had talked about the graphic. I did get a chance to see the graphic with Brighter Eyes. I like how the graphic for the other karaoke you sent me turned out. So we'll go ahead and make that announcement if I can. If you have a way to, I don't know if you're still logged into my StreamYard. If you are, great. If not, we'll do it tomorrow, or we'll go on Talk Wrestling, or we can QC it too. Thank you, Walter. Appreciate that. Appreciate it, guys, very much. Hey, open mic night again. Just we'll talk, Matthew. Definitely. You and I will talk. JJ and I can talk about it. We'll definitely doing it. Mania is going to be, again, there was a lot of hope I was going to be able to go to Mania this coming year, but the mouse decided against that, unfortunately. It is what it is. I will be more than happy to. I'll probably hopefully be in this chair permanently by then. By the way, we did do an assessment. Let me go ahead and scroll up real quick here. You'll see the green screen is over there and not hanging up. The one bracket ended up completely breaking. When I don't remember if you guys remember, I may have been on a Greg show when I did it. I forget, but I had the green screen, the overlay on, and I pulled the pull down, and it slid out of my hand and completely dislodged from that side and came swinging like a damn pendulum this way. Damn near concussed me and looked like out of the way with my momentarily good reflexes. Anyway, I do have the screen. It is saved over here. Let's see if I can. There it is. We're going to work on getting like some brackets or something put up there so we can actually have it hanging and actually use a green screen instead of tacking it to the wall at the other studio. But I'm home for today, so if you're go ahead and sit where I'm going to sit going forward. I'm in the lower. I'm in my. Let's see if I can. It's okay. I'm wearing pajama pants. It looks ridiculous. I'm in my sideline chair for football. It did. It really did. It was frightening. It really was, Jay. It came like literally. It was hanging up here, and I went to go pull it, and it came down, and I dodged out of the way like I was dodging a bullet. It was crazy. As the local radio station has been doing a Royal Rumble ticket giveaway since tickets went on sale. I'm trying my hardest to enter every day. Royal Rumble is the one of the big four I haven't gone to yet, so that'd be pretty cool to go to. I know they're running in Tampa this year, so that's out of the question. If they ever make it back as close as like Arizona or Vegas, I'll probably try to go. If they bring it back here, I'll definitely go if I can work it out. Rumble would be cool to attend. I know that's our buddy Greg Cherry's favorite pay-per-view. That's JJ's favorite match. Favorite both, JJ. I know it's your favorite. Pretty sure it's your favorite match. I'm trying to remember if it's the pay-per-view or just the match concept that makes it your favorite pay-per-view. Anyway. So that is where I'm at today. We're about 22 minutes in, not counting the 3 minutes of pre-show bullshit. So I'm going to go ahead real quick here and throw this up. It'll be quick and easy. We'll do one giant plug. and then we will call it a day at the bottom of the hour. Rumble is a great show. I used to really I still kind of do thoroughly enjoy the countdown for the new people coming out, especially in like post 1990. Well, I mean, 92 was the greatest Rumble of all time, but I like in 90, I forgot when they did I think they started doing the music in like 94, maybe 93. I'll have to go back and watch again when we get to Rumble season. I forget which was the first one they started doing the music. After numbers 1 and 2, obviously. But I always loved doing the countdown, hearing the music, and going ape shit. It was always one of my favorite parts of the year, and so early in the year too. So what we're going to do as we get ready to close out here, I'm going to go ahead and run the infamous trailers that JJ has so beautifully put together here. And we're going to go ahead and do that in just a second here. But in the meantime, there it is. Cool. All right, this is what's coming up across the multiverse in watch-alongs beginning Wednesday night, in open mic night specials beginning Christmas Eve, and where you can follow all of us across the social media world. Take a look. And that's what's coming up here across socials. This is just this week alone you've got here in front of you right now. Of course, for the love of wrestling, JJ's daily recaps Monday through Thursday of the weekend shows. Of course, we've got SmackDown, Rampage, Collision. We've got Raw recaps on Tuesday, NXT recaps on Wednesday, Dynamite recaps on Thursday. That's all at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern. You're watching Meach Musings right now. Tomorrow, Staffway Sports Bar featuring Dory Lou, of course, all the latest in the sports world as we move along here in. Everything's still pretty active. We got, I know they're adding college basketball to the lineup tomorrow, so that'll be cool to see how that shakes out. AEW Dynamite Watch Along Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday night. Thursday, JJ will be hosting a stream, our Multiverse of Media Thanksgiving special, featuring clips from various members of the multiverse and what they are thankful for this year. Talk Wrestling will be, I realize I botched that graphic because I realize it's out of order, but that's okay. Talk Wrestling will be Wednesday this week. Wednesday in the Greg Cherry Show time slot before Dynamite Thanksgiving Eve. So look at under calendar Thanksgiving Eve will be Talk Wrestling at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Survivor Series will be simply predicted by Noah, JJ, and whoever else they bring into the shenanigans Saturday morning, prior to Survivor Series itself at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we'll go live at Survivor Series at I believe we're going live at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, and then we will end, as we do on Saturdays, with open mic night. So that is what's coming up this week. All the watch-alongs all the way through next summer, which is crazy. We've got already like 9 or 10 watch-alongs set up for next year already. Just absolutely crazy. Like 10 or 11 nights of watch-alongs, just unbelievable. And then we still got Survivor Series. We still got Tribute to the Truth. We've still got NXT Deadline and Impact's Final Resolution and Ring of Honor's Final Battle. AEW World's End this year. And of course, New Year's Eve will also be the 4th anniversary going into year 5 of the Jeff Meach Network and our Multiverse of Media. And it will be episode 100 of Open Mic Night. There is so much to look forward to in the next, that's fair. You know what? I had that graphic made up, Jay, no lie. And I had the Talk Wrestling and the Dynamite one in the proper order, and I had the big giant Kings looking logo in the middle. And then when you sent me the graphic, well, gotta switch it. We're also doing TNA Throwback Thursday this week. I want to make sure it actually gets taped before I advertise it, because I don't want to be that guy like I was last week. So yeah, so much stuff to look forward to. King Mike says, I'm going to go watch last year's Christmas stream, where, if I'm not mistaken, is really where Noah started all his fantastic singing. That was the first karaoke show we did. Absolutely. Was the Eve of Christmas Eve karaoke. That's where it all began, as JJ has often said. And where it all will begin again, if you want to follow WrestleMania 20's pattern. Yep, very much looking forward to TNA. You saw the Hard to Kill graphic for January 13th. Man, I can't believe, I'm hoping I get to go. That may be where this week's YouTube check goes, is to go to Vegas to see Hard to Kill on the Impact tapings. Hopefully. We shall see. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much. I know I did a little bit more of a actual musings than I did just chills today, but I appreciate everybody being here for the half hour. I'm really looking forward to this week. I always, even though the family coming over are Eagles fans, is what it is. I'm a Cowboys guy. It is what it is. We're both still over 500, and the Eagles are not the best team in football. So that's not, maybe they'll be just a little bit of that humble pie to go with that pumpkin pie. Maybe. See. Hopefully. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow for Tapway Sports Bar. I'll be on screen with any luck next Wednesday, coming up on Talk Wrestling in the Craig Sherry slot of 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Thanksgiving, JJ will be live with our Thanksgiving show, and then it's on to Survivor Series, guys. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I will rest my voice. That is the plan for the rest of the night. Have a good one.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.